Hey y'all, this your girl Vicky Secrets, and you are now tuned back into the drop. I have the exclusive interview with the owners of the up and coming clothing line, a legal entrepreneur. And I know a lot of y'all are used to me doing artist interviews, producer interviews, but I bring them on for a really good reason, and I'm gonna make sure I break it down to y'all and let y'all know how all of this ties into the whole hip hop scene. So, without further ado, let me go ahead and bring up the owners, Trey, Corey, and Joseph. I'm telling y'all, soon I'm gonna be having a whole audience in here. They're gonna be clapping. You know what I mean? we might edit that in.
My mama.
Right. She's gonna be clapping right now watching. Hey guys, y'all good?
Yeah, definitely good.
I appreciate Trey bringing in the 1738. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no problem.
It's making us sweat a little bit, but you know. Okay, so introduce yourselves, because I'm sure they don't know which one is which.
Okay, well.
Except for you, Trey.
Yeah, well, I'm Trey on Facebook, King Trey, Instagram, illegal _ Scarface _ Trey. So, I mean, you can type in illegal _, you'll find just about all three of us. That'll be the first one to pop up. I'm the CEO. I came up with the name for the brand. So.
Okay, well, we going to the next person.
Okay.
Just introduce yourself.
I'm Corey. I'm illegal _ tatted up _ Corey on Instagram. Follow me. It's a legal entrepreneur. That's what we do. It's a lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Right.
What's going on, everyone? I'm Joseph Cooper. Facebook, Joseph Cooper. Instagram is illegal _ Big League Bulls. That's just how we
Big
do it.
League Bulls.
Yes, ma'am.
What's up with that? How did we get that?
I got them Bulls on deck. I'll tell you about that later.
Oh, okay. Okay, so as always, I like to try to give the fans, give them a little personal side of y'all before we get to the business.
Mm-hmm.
So, Trey, where are you from?
Okay, I'm originally from Chicago.
Okay, from Chicago, Chi-Town in the building.
And I've been here, about 12 years now.
Okay.
So being an entrepreneur, doing my thing here. And
right.
Been successful so far. I don't know, several businesses.
Several businesses. We'll get into those in a minute. Corey, how long you been here? Where you from, Corey?
I'm from College Park, man, Virginia Beach. I've been here my whole life.
Okay.
Oh, I'm in this one.
Yeah, you in this one. That's live over there.
Yeah. And I'm actually, I just came home. I mean, I did a little 4-piece.
Okay. Good to see you home. Doing positive things. It's all good.
Positivity right now. That's what it's all about. We full-fledged with this. That's how we rock it.
Okay. So, Joseph, where you from?
I'm from that 6'1" Nina, that West Coast, San Diego, California. You know how we do it.
My mom from San Diego.
Shoot, I love it out there. But I've been out of Virginia for about 8 months now.
8 months?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you're pretty new to here.
Oh, yeah.
So, how did you find Trey in all of this? Or either
one?
That's where the Bulls come in. Big League Bulls is a dog. American Bulls is a style of dog that we breed.
Okay.
Exotic.
Pit Bulls.
Pit Bulls.
Okay. No,
we don't do reindeers. It's a different kind of dog. It's just imagine 13 inches of pure muscle.
Yeah.
Big head.
Okay, so
nice
these
body.
are the ones I be seeing people take pictures of.
You can get a pit bull for $50. You can get a pit bull for $50.
These dogs, my dogs go for $5,000+.
Okay, so this has to have to do with bloodline?
Bloodline,
the
look.
Okay. I don't really know too much about
There's
dogs.
a lot behind it.
But he's an entrepreneur himself. That's how we met.
And that's how we did it. We met up at a show.
Mm-hmm.
Great minds think alike.
Right.
And they attract alike. So we met up, we got together, and Trey's a genius.
Here we are.
That's all I gotta say. Trey is a genius.
Tipper. Listen, if you, of course y'all know, like Trey is my ace. I've been knowing him for like ever, like way back in the day.
10 years, yeah, like
10 years. It's been like 10 years. So to see him here now is crazy. Like just don't mind me. If I get weak and start talking shit, you already know. Okay, so Trey, you moved here, opened up a couple of businesses.
Yeah, I had a couple cell phone stores, trucking business, dealerships, stuff like that. And I always thought about the clothing thing and looked into it, but so I like fashion.
Right.
And then what came about was it's like you see a lot of urban wear, but a lot of the urban wear to me is cheap. It's cheap material, it's heavy T-shirts, and you buy them and it's dope. And then a week later you wash it, it's faded away, it's shrunk. Right. But I don't know if anybody ever bought designer shirts. You might go buy a nice, Hermes T-shirt or a Burberry T-shirt. Yeah. It's a different material. It's lighter. You know what I'm saying? You don't feel as heavy. It's almost feel like you're not wearing a shirt.
Right.
So I wanted a designer urban streetwear where, you know, my guys can wear something that they like from the community, but it's quality.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, t-shirt line. Okay, so how about like we're gonna go? Like I said, we're gonna go first into more so before we even got to t-shirts and how y'all all got together and what y'all made. So, being like I said, an entrepreneur, obviously you have multiple businesses.
Yeah.
I mean, so how is that to get into one business thinking it's going to make you rich or make you some money?
Yeah.
And then it not work out. Like how did that? You know what I mean? How? Because most people they get into things, it doesn't work out. They quit.
Well,
they go find them a 9-to-5, and then they miserable for the rest of life.
That's what I think the point of being an entrepreneur. If you're a true entrepreneur, also, I mean, I call entrepreneurs a hustler in the same sense.
Right.
If one of my biggest quotes is, if you never experience failure, how do you know success?
Right.
So you don't know what success is until you experience failure, because you know what it feels like to make it back up to the top, to enjoy it. I'm not saying every business I had. My first business was actually a motorcycle shop in Park Place. It failed.
Right.
But I had to go into another business. I had to learn something else. So, you know what I'm saying? You study. I make a blueprint every time before I do a business. And it might take me. I came up with a legal entrepreneur 3 years ago.
Right.
And I just studied to see the ins and outs, how I wanted to look, how I wanted this until it was perfect. And then
and launched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely say that. I've known you all these years. You've been, like you said, the cars, the cell phones, you know what I'm saying? It's always been something different.
Yeah.
You know, but in the day you never stopped. That's the point. You know what I mean? That's one of the keys. So Corey, give us a little bit about your background. You know, before getting into illegal entrepreneur, what did you have going on?
Well, yeah, I came up from the streets for real. You know what I mean? So I was always into some wild stuff. I went legit. I did my thing. You know, got into some stuff, fell for a minute. Like I said, I'm back now.
Still, Corey used to rap. He was battle rapping.
Did a little battle rapping back in the day.
Right.
But as far as getting money, you know, we've been doing that, so we back on it now.
So you said you were locked up for 4 years. So what you said you were in the streets, you went legit, and then you got locked up for 4 years. So what happened? Were you still 1 foot in, 1 foot out? Like, you don't have to go into the details to discriminate yourself. But I'm saying is, people like want to know. They be like, "Whoa, what did he do?" You know what I'm saying? Well, what happened?
Now, as far as that, you know, this illegal entrepreneur stuff, it got its foundation in, you know, some of that. So that's just where we came from, you know.
Right.
Regular street stuff, you know. Try to get it a little too fast.
He was the king in jail.
Yeah.
He had more suits than anybody.
Did my 4.
He said I had more suits than anybody.
Yeah, for real.
Your canteen was stacked.
Actually, on his what did I put on your
Put 3,500 up there
on his books?
Yeah.
Right, that's some real shit.
6
You didn't trade.
Yeah,
That's some real
3,500
shit. So what is y'all connection? How far do you guys go back?
Almost 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years.
Almost.
How the hell I ain't never met you before?
Well, he was gone for 4.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So with that being said, being in the streets, you went legit, something happened. I'm just more so like, how hard is it? Because a lot of people think that, oh, you can just stop doing street shit and just move on. Like, it's not that easy. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, so for you, what was the hardest part of like completely going legit?
You just gotta find something you really love.
Right.
Find something that you passionate about, you want to go hard for. If you don't got nothing that's pulling you in a certain direction, you liable to just go back into the same old cycle and stuff. So when we started this, we came up with this. I said, this is gonna be everything. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna do this. You know.
What was different about the clothing line that changed your mindset on that?
Well, really, I mean, me and Trey, we always had schemes and stuff. We always came up with different
yeah,
stuff.
I believe that.
You know, this one
Yes.
right here, you know, it was just the timing. Everything seemed kind of perfect. You know what I mean? We was able to dedicate our time, our resources, and everything into this. So just figure, why not now?
Okay, that sounds good. Okay, so Joseph from San Diego, California, my mom's hometown. My mom's from San Diego. She's Hawaiian.
I miss it.
You do?
Oh yes, I miss it.
I don't. You have to worry about what color you wear every day. I don't like that.
I don't know what you was in.
My mom's from National City. Seriously.
Oh, see, well, you was in National City. See, I was
where
at
were you?
Pacific Beach.
Oh yeah, he was over there in the suburbs.
That sound better.
He over there in the suburbs.
That sound a little
Okay,
With
so
beach in the end, that's it.
right.
I live in
So,
Chicago Beach.
Born and raised there.
Born in Hawaii.
Born in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Okay.
But my dad left when I was born, so my mom took me to San Diego.
Right.
And then 10 years of military is my background.
Okay, so you used to be in the military.
Yes, ma'am.
What branch?
I was in Navy.
Navy.
Shout out to my Navy folks out there. Salute. Tactical helicopter search and rescue. Was what I did.
Oh yeah, because Trey used to be in the Navy too. You didn't meet Corey used to be in the Navy too.
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
Yeah. We all
Okay,
got
I didn't know
kicked
that.
out.
Y'all all got kicked out. I know Trey got kicked out.
I didn't get kicked out. I got an honorable discharge.
On the discharge. So Corey, you got kicked out too.
Yeah, I got some.
They didn't pay me enough.
Yeah, Trey, he won't about that life.
Yeah.
He don't like people telling him what to do. Okay, so 10 years military.
Yeah, but after the
What brought you to Virginia?
Virginia, my wife.
Oh,
Shout out to my wife, Tracy Cooper. I love you,
Shout out
baby.
to all the wife.
Shout out to the wife.
Yeah. See, look, he mentioned his wife and everything. He ain't just say, I don't know, Virginia was just the place to be. He ain't lied. Okay, good. So, wifey bring you here.
Well, wifey is the one who really, kept me focused. I got the military and it was kind of hard to get back on my feet.
To transition.
Transition from the military to the civilian life. Bouncing at the bars, doing some hustles, just day and night. And my wife just one day said to me, Joe, you better than this, and she held me down. And from that day forward,
that's
I got
a
me
real
some
good
hustles.
woman right there, Joe. I hope you know that.
Oh yeah, she got
Don't blow and try to get all news.
I
I'm
bought
gonna play
my
this
wife a
for her.
house across the
I'm
street,
gonna make sure I play this.
a Range Rover, a Mercedes.
I
I
know
moved to
that's right.
Virginia. I love my wife.
Wifey, you're doing a good job. There you go. Hold it up. Pretty much you got from VA, you came back to VA, doing little things here and there, and then finally you just decided that you needed something else that you wanted to get into. Have you always been into fashion?
I tried to start a clothing line. I want to say 2011 just wasn't what I really wanted it to be, and then I met Trey. And
When did you guys meet?
We met like a couple of months after I got here, the Bully Show, and
how long have you been in Virginia?
August last year. So I want to say it's been a year.
Okay,
yeah, it's been a year. It's been
okay.
8 months, but a year.
So what bring up the clothing line conversation?
The genius right here. He had an idea. I saw it and I asked. I do photography and stuff on the side with drones. Okay. And I asked Trey. It'd be stupid of me not to kind of be a part of this in any kind of way.
See,
and
just for example. That is, what we've been talking about as far as the show. People putting their pride aside and, they seeing a good thing instead of hating on it. Join them. Why not? You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you got ideas, you have something to bring to the table, is it not easier to join and add to the project instead of hating on it and acting like you don't want to be a part of it when you know you really do? I mean, it makes no sense. But, okay, so y'all linked up, started working at, I know you said you came up with it 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So how long have you guys been working on it before you actually dropped these t-shirts?
Let's see, the actual putting them in. I've been working on playing with different designs. Yeah. Seeing what material I want to work with, and I released it just a show on my birthday around August 20th, just to. I put all my friends in the shirt.
Yeah, I was about to say, it went crazy though, because everybody was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
what's going
I've
on?
been getting a lot of hit-ups.
Y'all looked great in the shirts.
Thank you.
I mean, production, how you guys put it out there is everything. Yeah. It wouldn't make no sense. You have a whole bunch of bums in your shirt. You know what I'm saying? Right. Everybody looking fly, looking good. Yeah. Make you want to be like, yo, who are they? Yeah, exactly. That's the point. That's definitely, exactly. Y'all,
but that goes back to the breakdown of the line. Yeah.
Right, y'all did that. Okay, so once again, I'm just trying to get a little bit more personal with you before we get to the business, because I know you got a lot to say about the business. Single parent home?
Yeah.
Yes. What? How about you?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Never seen my
You?
Stepdad.
Okay. Yeah. That's cool. Okay.
But that's my dad, though. So
yeah,
exactly.
That's my father. That's the one.
2-parent home.
Yeah. I thought you was our single parent.
Okay.
No, okay. You asked everybody that? That's something.
What?
That they come from a single parent home.
I mean, I think that because I think it's inspiring for other people to know that no matter your circumstance, your background, you know, you can still make things happen. You know what I'm saying?
My dad was there to support me. My stepdad was there like a real father. That is my father.
So how important was that to both of y'all? Because both of y'all have stepdads.
My father was an entrepreneur. That's how I learned to be an entrepreneur. You know, my pops, he did. He got up every day and just, you know, he bust his ass doing heating and refrigeration. My pops did heating and refrigeration. He airbrushed T-shirts. He did body work, mechanic work. I never seen my father not working, be it via a job where he got a paycheck. If he didn't have that, he was out hustling, grinding, being an entrepreneur to take care of his family.
Right.
You know, my mom the same way. You know, it went from cleaning houses to whatever she had to do to make sure I was good and my little sister was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is this your dad or your stepdad?
That's my stepdad.
Your stepdad.
I don't even call him that. I've never called him that.
Okay,
That's
I mean,
my
of course.
Yeah.
You know what? That's some real shit. So is that the same situation for your dad? Yeah. So
situation.
stepdads are super important. This is the reason why I ask people about their backgrounds, because, like I said, sometimes people don't feel like that you don't know where they're coming from. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people feel like, you know, yo, I got all this fucked up shit going on. My situation is like this, and then, you know, y'all and other artists and producers that I came out, you know, you had the same story. You know what I'm saying? So,
I think people also remember that somebody, no matter how bad you got it, somebody got it worse.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
You gotta keep your head up and stay strong. That's all you can do.
But so, I mean, you remember my car accident a couple of years ago.
Right.
You know,
Trey was in a really bad car.
I was in a wheelchair for 6 months.
Right.
And that humbled me a lot, because, you know what I'm saying, you look up and you like, I thought that was it. Like, I can't do nothing, bro. Like, I'm in a wheelchair. Matter of fact, he was locked up and he called me and he instantly started crying on the phone, because he called me, I was like, bro, hold on, let me get in my wheelchair. And he like, get in your wheelchair? Like, what you mean?
Right.
And
that was tough for me to see too. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I just know you as you know what I'm saying, the super fun, get up and go, and then, you know, just to...
You take somebody that never sits still and put them in a wheelchair bound to a bed for 6 months.
Right.
You know, it was tough, but every day I had to tell myself, yo, somebody that's never gonna walk again.
Right.
It's somebody that died in a car accident.
Right.
So you need to be grateful and get up and make something happen.
Right. Yeah. And matter of fact, you was actually walking. You got back kind of quick.
Yeah, I was walking. I was supposed to have been a year. I started walking like without crutches and stuff at 6 months.
Right. Yeah. Right. That's awesome. That's a blessing. Definitely a blessing. So, like I said, so excuse me, this
38.
This is right.
38.
This don't drink right me. But okay, so yeah. Pretty much, you know, we kind of gave y'all a background. I just wanted y'all to, you know, I know Trey. I didn't know Corey's story or Joseph's story, but I did know Trey's. I felt like it was super important for y'all to be able, just to know the men behind, you know what I mean, behind the clothing line, so that y'all can see they real dudes, real stories, real life. Nobody's walking around with a silver spoon in their mouth. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. But I'm saying, at the end of the day, they grind and hustle. You know what I mean? You get.
We got the silver spoons now, though.
Hey, look, extra out. Okay, but when we come back, y'all, we're gonna get into the clothing line. Talk to them about the name, how they came up with it, because I'm sure y'all want to know that. Also, you know, I'm gonna break it down to y'all why I feel like we did the interview with them anyway. You know, how this, I feel like, relates to hip hop, how everything comes together. So when we come back, get a little more info from them. So make sure y'all stay tuned.
Take them to church with you right now. You tuned to VirginiaHipHop.com. This is The Drop. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, man? It's your boy DJ M&I, Mr. Crowd Control, man. Whenever you're looking for the latest and greatest, tune in to The Drop on VirginiaHipHop.com. Hola!
This is yours truly, DJ Joe Pro, and you are listening to The Drop on VirginiaHipHop.com.
Hey y'all, this your girl Biggie Secrets, and you are now tuned back into The Drop. I'm here with the owners of A Legal Entrepreneur, Trey, Corey, Joseph. Y'all good?
Definitely.
Oh yeah, having a good time. Thank you
very much.
I'm having a great time, especially with this.
Especially with the 1738.
Yeah.
Okay, so now this is the part of the interview where we get to the business part of A Legal Entrepreneur. So, I'm sure y'all heard before, if y'all won't tuned in, 3 years ago you came up with the idea of Illegal Entrepreneur. Did your research?
Yeah.
And what made now the time to come out with Illegal Entrepreneur?
I don't think it's a perfect time for anything. It just happens.
Right.
And when it came, I said, this is it. It just woke up one day like, all right, it's time to do it.
Okay.
This is it.
Yeah, that's
and when I presented the idea to other people years ago, I just talked to a couple close friends about it, and they like instantly they like, okay.
This is something.
That's dope. And I'm like, all right, I'll be back. And then a year
I ain't gonna
later,
lie, I see a lot of clothing lines out. I've seen a lot of clothing lines.
This is different.
A lot of clothing lines send me free stuff.
Yeah.
If y'all don't see it, I don't think it's dope. I mean, it's for real though.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe in endorsing what you actually like. I don't want to do the whole, okay, they gave me some shit free, fucking let me wear it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what's wrong.
If they do,
that is it.
Exactly. When they do send me stuff, if I don't like it,
You don't wear it.
I don't, not even know. I even take it one step further. I tell them why I don't like it. You know what I'm saying?
I can do that.
I'll say the material may be cheap. I'll say it looks cheap. I'll say I feel like this is keeping it real. Some people get mad.
Yeah.
But
they gotta respect your opinion.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to endorse nothing that I don't actually use, wear, want to wear, or actually is what I think is dope. So when I seen the line, I was like, okay, Trey's on to his next venture.
Yeah.
Okay, so a legal entrepreneur. Where did the name come from?
The name come from where I've always been an entrepreneur. So I just looked at different ways, and then Rick Ross had triple beam scales with Nas on Rich Forever, Triple Beam Dreams. And Nas said a line in there. He said, "A legal entrepreneur. I got my grades there." You know what I'm saying? Right. And it just broke down whenever he said a legal entrepreneur, it popped out at me when that mixtape came out. And that mixtape came out about 5-6 years ago. Right. And I always remembered that line when he said a legal entrepreneur. And if he was Ivy League, he would be Ivy League if America played fair. And it brought me back to being in Chicago and growing up, and the entrepreneurs that I seen wasn't storefront owners, they wasn't clothing line owners, you know, they wasn't real estate investors. It was either the street hustlers I seen or, these are real people like Moon, who cut the whole neighborhood's hair in his mother's basement to put himself through college. You know what I'm saying? Right. He was an entrepreneur. He was a legal entrepreneur. He cut hair in the basement for, $7, $8.
And illegal doesn't mean maybe sometimes that you're actually doing anything illegal. It means that you're not actually, like you said, maybe cutting hair, you don't have a license.
You don't have a business license.
So technically it's illegal.
Technically it's illegal. It's not necessarily, like a lot of people think when they see it, it's drugs. It's nothing. It's nothing but drugs. Actually, illegal breaks down to I live life easygoing and luxurious.
Okay, so say that one more time for them. So illegal, you break that down into
I live life easygoing and luxurious.
We have a shirt that actually says illegal on top, and it breaks it down. Okay. Just for the younger kids, and maybe it's just so people won't take it the wrong way every time they see it.
This is to grab your attention. Mm-hmm. Once I grab your attention, I can tell you what's going on, and like I said, how it goes down to. I've been technically an illegal entrepreneur since I was about 7 years old. I sold snowball cones on my grandmother's porch in Chicago, on west of Chicago, and when all my friends, they run up down the street playing, you out there hot, you gonna want a snow cone. You come see me, and then when the sun go down, I shut down, and I'm pocket full of ones, I'm coming out to hang with you, you know.
Give me that quarter.
Exactly, and that's how I always made money,
So Corey, what is how the legal entrepreneur? How does that relate to you? Because I think that everybody, even though you have the same, I guess what do they call it? The meaning behind it. Everybody has a mission, like a mission statement. Everybody, you have a main mission statement. Yeah. But each person individually, I'm sure it means something different to them. Right. Well, so Corey, what is your perspective on it?
Same with me. Been trying to get as much money as possible since a young age. From sweeping up hair in the barbershop to just doing whatever I had to do, selling drugs. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Try to get this money. Same thing.
Right. Okay. So what's your perspective on it?
Legal entrepreneur to me is, just someone who hustles to get by, to get their family by. But we take it a step further. And we don't want to just get our families by. We try to get our families by, our kids by, generations by. Right. My whole goal inside of this is to actually go after the little kids and help the future generations, because I feel like that's who we need to focus on and to mentor to get to our better America, like a greater America, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Hustle for your last name, not your first.
Right. Right, that's deep. Okay, so a legal entrepreneur, y'all came up with the name, and so after y'all did that, what came next? Because at the end of the day, I want y'all to kind of break it down, because there are a lot of people that, even up and coming children, teenagers, even people that are, even people that are, our age or, a little bit younger, want to get into what you guys are doing now. So you came up with the name, you guys linked, everybody's in cohesive.
Yeah.
So what's next? How did y'all get from just making it something on paper to actually bringing it to life?
Well, like I said, it was my birthday. I kept thinking about it, and everybody that I talked to about it, the close friends, they're like, "Yo, that's a dope idea. That's dope." But like I said, I just think about stuff for a long time, and I'm happy with it.
I mean, money wise, let's talk about real. You know what I'm saying? Because people feel like, okay,
how did I start with money wise?
I mean, yeah, the build up. I mean, you can't.
The build up was really, it comes back to being an entrepreneur. I sold, I had a cell phone store.
Right.
Before I opened up the store, I used to buy iPhones on Craigslist.
Right.
Believe it or not, I made over $150,000 selling iPhones. That's going on Craigslist buying.
Did y'all hear that? So 150 grand from selling iPhones.
I made over $150,000 doing that. That's what I'm saying.
You know everybody's about to run out and try to buy cell phones now, right?
But that's what I'm saying when it comes down to legal entrepreneur. You don't have to be a drug dealer to make money.
Exactly.
You can be an entrepreneur. You just gotta find that niche and run with it. Like I sold a shirt to a kid the other day, and he buys vintage clothing from thrift stores and then resells them.
Right.
He doesn't have a business license, so he's an illegal entrepreneur. But if you look at IEE, which is the Illegal Entrepreneur Experience, you can look that up online if you want to. That's actual studies on IEE, which is most businesses start illegal entrepreneur and then they transfer it over into a reputable company.
Of course.
And the legal entrepreneur goes far.
Technically, the capital to actually start a legit company is.
Yeah. My biggest reference for a legal entrepreneur is, a lot of people don't know it, Joseph Kennedy Sr. If y'all don't know who that is, that's John F. Kennedy Jr.'s father. Was an illegal entrepreneur. He ran a bootlegging business with Frank Calicello or the Luciano mob family.
Right.
And he sold that illegal business. That was part of his fortune. Why he was worth $400 million back then. He was like number 5 on the Forbes list. But he started as a legal entrepreneur.
Y'all don't know.
And his son became president.
And then, okay, so with you saying that, it's like, once again, it's more than just
the clothing line.
You have to not even just the clothing line, but just the whole, you know what I mean, the hustle, like
the promotion,
you actually have
the money it costs to start up,
and you
the
have
company.
to know what you're getting into.
Yeah. I didn't just make a clothing line. This is my love behind entrepreneurship. Like nothing against nobody that goes to college. I don't believe in going to college. If you go to college and you take an entrepreneur class or a business ownership class, how is that even possible? How can somebody teach me how to be an entrepreneur? Because if that was a fact, if you know everything about this book, you are already an entrepreneur. You don't have time to teach me. You're already making too much money. Why would you be a professor?
Right.
That's the whole breakdown.
Yeah,
I've gone to college, and I agree with them. So.
Yeah, I mean, college ain't for everybody.
Yeah.
Depending on what
I don't know nobody
business.
goes to
Yeah, any business that you get into.
But you can work for a legal entrepreneur when you graduate.
Right.
But it does. It takes a lot of research. It takes a lot of time.
Yeah. I just want to give them the aspect too that it's not as easy as, hey, I got an idea, let me just go ahead. Like,
the money's coming out of our own pocket. Yeah. The money's not coming out of no one else's pocket.
Invest in yourself.
The photography, the videos, everything we're doing ourselves. We got the equipment for our clothes. We do everything we do it all on our own. There's no one else here for us.
I want to get into that as well too. Obviously Corey is one of the models for your entrepreneur. He's the one you see. He looks a lot buffer on Instagram.
Listen,
no bullshit.
Those IG filters.
We all sacrificing something for this. We putting ourselves out there. We trying to pump.
Exactly, and I mean for you, it kind of seems, I don't know, just from meeting you, you're kind of behind the scenes. You're not really into the whole cameras and all of your business.
But we do what we got to do to make it work. You know what I mean? That's not my thing per se. You know what I mean? But this is what we got to do. You know what I mean? We're passionate about it. It's what we do. It's not $5 press up T-shirts, you know what I mean? These are quality T-shirts. We trying to brand it a certain way, and it's just a lifestyle. So.
Right, and then Joseph, like you said, you're doing the video, you're doing the pictures.
Well, we got webs, editing, photography. Between all of us, everybody's pulling their fair share of work.
Right.
We just trying to do the most we can on our own. And because we don't want nobody else telling us like we helped you do this and we did that. No, we got it on our own, and we want to show other people too. You don't have to come from something.
I think it's super important too. Why it's a great thing that all of y'all here is that I mean, you need a team to build an empire. You do.
Right.
You know, you need a team. You can't do everything dolo. You can't do it by yourself. You need people that are evenly pushed away. Now, that's the point. You have to find somebody that's everybody's evenly pushing their weight in their area that they are good at.
You also need a great leader too.
Right. You do.
Trey is a great leader. He's very smart.
He's kind of smart. He is kind of
business
smart.
savvy.
He's super business savvy.
I could have went to Harvard.
You know, I don't know about Harvard, but you know.
Maybe ODU.
But no, Trey is. I mean, the one main thing I can always say is that you've always been super motivated to do your own thing. Like, you know, regardless of, you know, people like, oh, the car business is going down. Next, you know, Trey's been popped up with something else. I'm like, yo,
but that's
you
the
don't
thing
stop.
about it, though. You don't just do one thing. You got to do different hustles until you find that one that gets you there, and then you don't stop at that one. You got to keep going, because if you stop, then you're just going to be contented where you're at. No, we want to go to the top and beyond. Well, I think that's what gives you the you know, the background to endure. You know, you have to be able to, like you said, fall. Get yourself
all of
back
us
up.
have failed. All of us have failed.
At some point in
time.
time.
We're rock bottom.
Like I said, I've had
me too.
a woman
we
take
all
care of me.
done things that we feel like
Facts.
we thought it was it, and then, you know, you have to reinvent yourself. Keep the hustle going. Keep it, you know what I mean? Reinvent yourself. So,
for those parents out there too, you got to do it for your kids.
Right.
You got to show your kids, because your kids are going to follow everything that you do. So if they see you watch TV all day, playing on the iPad, they're going to be on the iPad all day. They see you hustling, making that money, they're going to hustle and make that money. It definitely
builds that in you. It definitely is. So this is just not just for, you know what I mean, y'all. This is for, like you said, generations to come after y'all.
Definitely.
So it's definitely what. We're going to take a small break, not long, just a good little break real quick.
Small.
Very small. And when we come back, we're going to get into more about illegal entrepreneur. We're going to get into what you guys, the reason why they're even here. Because I know a lot of y'all be like, yo, Vic, I hit you up. Why the hell are they on there and I'm not? I'm going to tell you why when we get back. So.
Because we home.
I mean, besides that, look, it's all about who you know. No, I'm just like, but no, when we come back, we're gonna get more into illegal entrepreneur. I'm sure y'all want, you know, have more time. We're gonna check our FB Live for the questions so we can, you know, talk to them more. And like I said, small break. We'll be right back. So make sure y'all stay tuned.
Word.